FX Replay is trusted by over 1 million traders to help refine their trading strategies with real historical data, help them prepare for prop firm challenges, review trades to improve their consistency, and build confidence through repetition and data. So once you're into FX Replay, I actually recommend starting with the account settings, coming in here and putting in whatever time zone you're in, because this is going to apply to your backtesting charts as well as your analytics. I also recommend coming into the backtesting and turning on enable replay. This is going to allow you to replay price if you go a little too far and want to back things up. Then come over to testing and we can create a session. We can either create a backtesting session or a prop firm session to simulate a prop firm. We'll start with the backtesting session because you want to get a large sample size of data. You don't want to stop just after a few trades when you pass the challenge. So you can name your challenge, put over whatever asset you want. We have pretty much all of the most popular assets available that people trade: forex, futures, indices, and then set whatever time you want. I think you have to pick an asset first to set the time. We'll go year USD, and then you could even pick like a random time. It'll just populate something random for you. So I already have a session set up with your USD, and kind of getting your chart set up. A few things you may want to rename your layout, Euro, XYZ strategy 2023 or whatever period we're testing. Just you can kind of keep track of your layouts over time. You can put this kind of replay bar wherever you like. I personally like it to have it down here. And then a lot of your buttons are going to be down here in terms of navigating. So you can add news to the chart with this news icon to simply add whatever high impact news you want, or you can disable it. We can add some indicators to the chart in terms of either built-in indicators or community indicators. I have a couple session indicators on the chart now for New York session. You can screenshot the settings if you want here. These are kind of the common time zones that a lot of people use for Forex. You could also use 9:30 for your New York open instead of 8. So I like to use this New York session indicator in New York for London and New York session, and then the session indicator by FX Replay for Asia, because Tokyo does not observe daylight savings. So that's how I have that set up. You can see your sessions nice and easily. You can obviously also add other popular indicators like moving averages or super trend, anything else like that. So now that we have our chart set up how we want, how do we navigate and actually move through price? You can do candle by candle. You can do kind of just play candles as they go. You can also even lower the increments, so you want to see price action more real time. I could play 30-second increments now on the 15-minute candles to see them play in more real time. And you can also you can sync this button to go change with any time frame you want. So as you change your chart to 1 hour time frames, now it's playing 1 hour candles at a time. So it's a nice way to follow you. What if you go too far and you want to back things up? You can play back 1 candle at a single time. You can select this bar option and replay that way, or you can right click and replay with that option. So those are all the ways to go backwards. If you want to jump to the next session, you can go to the next session, and you can set this up however you want. Whatever session you want, just make sure to start it, and it'll show up in the options. And all these time zones are based on New York, so you can jump around wherever you want. You can go to next news events. You can go to a future price level. You can go to future days. You can skip days, etc. So the go-to features are a really great feature to be able to just jump to the next day whenever you're done testing. So that's how to set up a session, and next video we'll go over how to place orders. So how to actually place the orders with FX Replay? There's a few options. I personally like to use the long and short position tools, which you can favorite and pull as your kind of favorite drawing tools. So I don't know, play price a little forward. Maybe we got a shift to the downside. We want to take a short. Put the position tool however you want on the chart. Put your stop wherever you want. Take profit mode. Go for these lows down here. Place the position tool however you like it, and then once it is selected, click this place order button. If you forget to select it first, you can select the position tool after. It'll also apply it, and it'll pull up this box. You can see all this information pre-populated with all of your price information. You can tell it how much you want to risk per trade. You can add partials. You could add auto break-even level. We'll come back to these tags in a little bit, but you can save the trade, and then as it plays out, it'll record the trade for you for a nice win. Another option you have is using a right-click option. Maybe you swept this level and we want to come back up for a liquidity sweep. You can right-click and use like a buy stop or something. Right-click an order. Put your stop loss, maybe down here, and you can record a trade that way by using kind of right-click trading. You can also close the position at any point. If you want to close a partial or the full thing, you can just close it at any point. The other option you have is using the quick buy and sell for quick market entries, and you can also apply this scalper mode to that. So say you're someone that likes to be in and out of things really quick. Maybe you want to go for, 1-to-1 kind of scalping trades. We don't need break even for this. You can kind of pre-populate a stop and take profit level, and then whenever you click the quick buy or sell button, it'll automatically populate for you with your kind of preset levels. Eventually gotta win. So those are all the ways to take trades with FX Replay. Next video we'll go over how to use tags with FX Replay. So let's talk about how to use tags within FX Replay to get the most out of your data. You can come into your settings, and in the journal section, backtesting tab, you can add any relevant tags that you want to be able to filter your analytics on separately, whether that's different entry models, continuations for reversals, with the trend, against the trend, maybe it's above VWAP or below the trend line, any factor you can, or variable you can think of that you want to mark, whatever variables were in favor of the trade or against it, you can add in here. And then when you're in the chart and you're placing the trades, you can kind of have this place order dialog, and at the very bottom you can add these tags to the trades that then when you're in your analytics later, you can filter on whatever tags you have, both including them or excluding them, and kind of see what combinations of tags help things out. So you can do that for the backtesting, and then for live trading as well. You can come into this live tab again in your account settings, and you can create tags for your live journal. You can either put them all together like this or get a little more organized and create tag groups. Maybe you want to organize entry models, mistakes, negative confluences, positive confluences, whatever you want. Another way to do it. But once you're in your live journal, you can kind of come in and kind of come back to this live tab. If you can click into your trades, once you have your trading, we'll go over the journal more in the next video. But as you're going through your trades for the live journal, you can kind of add whatever tags you want down here from the pre-populated ones you have, or again, you could type out new tags as well. So that's how you use tags within FX Replay. You can get a whole lot of good information from it. And next video, we'll do a deep dive into analytics. So now let's talk about FX Replay's analytics. You can either use the analytics tab or scroll down to whatever session you want to use and just click the analytics from that section. Another cool thing you can do, you can combine multiple sessions into one strategy. You can create a strategy, and then see I have a strategy right here I want to use. If I wanted to combine all of these sessions together and look at them all at once, you can click into them and assign the same strategy to all of them, and that way you can look at the analytics all together. So if I come over here to analytics now, I have this Monday range strategy selected, and maybe you want to filter and exclude certain tags that are worse or better. You can kind of play around with the tags to include them or exclude them, to change the results around. Other information you can see, what are your average winners or losers? Are you better with longs versus shorts with this strategy? Are there certain sessions that are better than others? Maybe there's certain hours of the day that you shouldn't trade because the performance is worse. And kind of same thing, maybe certain days, like we would probably want to drop Friday and Saturday from this strategy with the data we have. You can see your performance by month, over time, adding up the performance from all the different sessions, as well as your performance calendar over time. At the very top, you can also see some drawdown analytics. What is your max drawdown, average drawdown? How long does it take you to recover from that drawdown? How far do your trades go into drawdown before they become either a loss or a win? And then we also have a simulation tab where you can run different simulations to see, are there improvements I can make to my take profit level to get better results. So this is saying like the way I backtested it was optimal, but maybe certain strategies is using a fixed like 2R is better. It'll tell you that with the risk to reward simulator. We also have the Monte Carlo simulation. If you want to see how the strategy would work over larger sample sizes and a lot more iterations, you can run the kind of Monte Carlo simulation and see all kinds of different equity curve variations with that. So that's the analytics. You can also, if you really are an Excel wizard, you can export the data to a CSV. You can also share it if you have a friend or mentor you want to share your analytics and do that as well. So that's analytics. In the next video, we'll go over how to use the FX Replay live journal. Now we'll discuss how to use FX Replay's live journal. You can navigate to the live tab on the left here. And first thing you're going to want to do is add your trading accounts. You can either manually create an account and manually populate the trades over time. You could upload a CSV from different sources and upload it that way. Or if you have one of these 5 common trading accounts from Trade-Evade, MetaTrader, CTrader, TradeLocker, or NinjaTrader, you can put in your credentials and automatically pull in the account details into your account. Once you have your account imported, it'll say success and you'll be good to go. You can come over to the trades tab and click into your trades. It'll pull open kind of a Notion type dialog. You can add any pictures, any notes you want. At the bottom, you can add every different tags you want. This is going to be really helpful for you to see kind of what you can improve over time from tracking that information. Just like with your backtesting, we have analytics. There's also tag analysis to specifically look at those tags and see which combinations are better than others. And you can also view everything from a calendar point of view in a nice way like that. We also have a nice share feature. If you click the share button right there, it generates a nice graphic. You can copy it, share it on social, share it with your friends, and show them what progress you're making, or if you need to make some improvements, have that accountability to show them progress over time. So that's the FX Replay Live Journal. I encourage you guys to check it out. And as always with all of these features, if you ever have any suggestions on improvements, feel free to leave feedback, and the team will definitely take that into consideration as they continue to make this better and better for everyone. So last video, we're going to talk about how to use battles with FX Replay. Now let's talk about FX Replay battles. You can find it over here on the left. And when you come into battles, I recommend first setting up your profile, add whatever information you want, change your username, change your profile, add any personalization you want. And then in that battles page, you can either join from whatever available battles are ongoing, or you can create a battle that you want, profit target, time trial, or custom. Profit target, it's whoever hits the profit target first wins the battle. Time trial, it's whoever has the highest profit at the end of the time window. And at the bottom, you'll see a set of rules. Basically, max drawdown is the most your account can go down. Max daily drawdowns, how far it can go down in a day. If you breach that, you're eliminated. Max risk per trade is really just to prevent the people YOLOing their accounts. And obviously session data is how far you can go forward once the battle starts. Historical data is how far you can kind of see past price. So you can kind of create a battle, and once people join, you'll be able to kind of get started. We'll join a random battle just to see what it looks like once you've kind of joined into it. So when you pop into the battle, you'll be able to see a leaderboard over to the right. If you click it into it, you can see more details, who's been eliminated, who's winning in the battle based on profit overall. You can see how much time's left in the battle if it's a time-based battle. And obviously, as you take trades over time, you will move up and down the leaderboard and hopefully eventually see something like this if you're able to win some battles and maybe move up the ranks. So it's a really fun feature. I have a lot of my trading friends that have enjoyed backtesting as a way to build more confidence, have enjoyed battles as a way to build more confidence, where maybe they trust their data from their backtesting, but the battles gives them that kind of more competitive, pressured environment, so they can actually build confidence executing in that environment, and it translates a little better to success in the live market. So hope you guys have fun with battles and check it out.